Thank you, sir. Sir, when in last 10 days, the price of kerosene has become sky high and the poor are crying, I do stand here on behalf of the third largest party of this house and the pro-people party, All India Trinamool Congress, led by Madam Mamata Banerjee, who has already done triple hat-trick few months back and became the third-term Chief Minister in West Bengal. Sir, the central government is seeking approval for gross additional expenditure of more than 1.58 lakh crore for 21-22. As our party believes in real facts and figures, I would like to draw the kind attention of our learned minister to specific points. Number one, infrastructure. Sir, the central government has sought nearly 5,000 crore for capital injection in the National Bank for financing infrastructure and development and recapitalization of public sector general insurance companies. Sir, we all know that this NABFID is a government setup and it was set up as a corporate body with authorized share capital of 1 lakh crore of rupees. And there are huge resources that are going to be mobilized, and yet there is no external oversight, external surveillance or external monitoring. Moreover, it is still unclear as to why such an entity has been created when in the past similar such entities have miserably failed. Sir, what has the government learned from its previous experiences or failures? Are these being considered before such a huge capital injection? I would say India's biggest problem is a lack of a deep and liquid corporate bond market. So unless the country develops a broad-based liquid bond market, it's difficult to be able to get the pool of domestic savings into infrastructure. Madam, so far the insurance sector is concerned, New India Assurance Company, National Insurance Company Limited, United India Insurance Company Limited and Oriental Insurance Company Limited. These are the 4 PSUs, general sector insurance companies. Out of these 4 PSUs, 3 of them have been suffering losses over the past few years. So far the National Assurance Company Limited is concerned, the loss in last 2021 is nearly 2,500 crores. And so far the Oriental Insurance Company is concerned, it is nearly 1,500 crores. Sir, in the monsoon session of Parliament 2021, the government has introduced and passed a bill, that is General Insurance Business Nationalization Amendment Bill, which allows for the privatization of these public sector insurance companies. And there are reports that the government will sell United India Insurance Company Limited, which could be followed by privatization of 1 or more of the remaining 3, sir. So this move will impact crores of retail customers and thousands of persons employed by these organizations. Sir, in the Cabinet Committee for Economic Affairs, that is CCEA, they had a meeting in July 2021 and there was a proposal which was passed that the portion of government's holding in LIC will also be sold out. Sir, we all know that policyholders' money for policyholders' welfare, that was the basic ethics and basic policy of the LIC, which is going to be jeopardized miserably. Sir, the assets since 1956, when the LIC Act was enacted, we all know because of certain reasons, these assets were undervalued. But now, when a portion is going to be open in the market, there is a big chance of corruption so far the asset values are concerned, sir. Sir, the shareholders benefit. It will be finally the shareholders benefit and the policyholders loss. The actual fact is, selling family silver has become the government's mainstay nowadays. They are selling out the profitable PSUs. They are shouting Bharat Mata ki Jai, and they are selling each and every ornament of Bharat Mata. That is the most unfortunate part of this. Sir, so far the health is concerned, it is close to my heart because I am a healthcare personnel, I am a COVID warrior, and fortunately I happen to be the past national president of Indian Medical Association. Let me tell you the fact, the budgetary allocation for India is even much less if you consider the same Compare the same with some small neighboring countries, madam. This is very unfortunate. Sir, do you know the quantum of allocation increase for health for 2022 to 2023? 0.008. Yes, it is. Sir, the budgetary allocation is so miserable. The healthcare sector has been at the cusp of recovery from the pandemic, and the government's apathy, then as all, when thousands died for lack of resources. We have seen how the miserable situation was during this COVID pandemic. We have seen the dead bodies were floating in the river. We have seen the international journal Lancet, many other countries, they were criticizing our COVID handling policy. Our vaccination policy was being miserably criticized even. But unfortunately, we didn't take any lesson from this, sir. Sir, also in the supplementary demand for grants, the ministry has asked for a mere 500 crore in addition to its initial demand. This shows the inadequacy of the funds being allocated during a pandemic that has caused lakhs of deaths in the country. Not only is there subpar allocation, but also poor utilization, sir. Sir, let me cite some examples. Allocation in 2021 and 2022 was 7% less than the actual expenditure for 2020-2021. Importantly, the transfer to states for COVID vaccination has fallen from 39,000 crores in 2021-2022 revised estimates to 5,000 crores in 2022-2023 budget estimates. This is a huge decrease, sir. This government has never believed in corporate federalism. That is the main problem. Faulty vaccination policy. We have seen on International Yoga Day, we have seen on our wellness Prime Minister birthday, there was a sharp hike in vaccination. On the next days, there was a sharp fall in the vaccination. Absolutely shameful, sir.
Happy birthday, sir.
Please.
Sir, the problem is this government is full of egos. My suggestion, why don't you keep apart your ego and why don't you follow the golden health policy of our Bengal? Free health for all. Shastha Shati card which empowers the woman to get her parents treated by Shastha Shati card. This is the unique policy in the universe, I must say. Why our government doesn't follow that policy of our Bengal, I don't know, sir. Because they are fully egoistic. So far the NG Narega is concerned, this government has run out of money to fund this Narega project. Actually, the allocation for this year saw a decrease of 25% from the revised estimate of 2021 to 2022 and a decrease of 34% from the actual expenditure of 2020 to 2021. In this supplementary demand of grants, the ministry has requested additional funds of 9,600 crores. Why this massive discrepancy? The reason is, few years back, our learned Prime Minister said that this project, they do nothing but digging the ditches. He is possessing this idea about this Narega policy, and he ridiculed nearly 80 million people in his speech, sir, in 2015. We all remember. Sir, what we are doing in Bengal? Just let me cite an example. In our party manifesto during this 2021 assembly election, our respected Chief Minister has said the wage has been doubled and 100 days guarantee has been made to 200 days guarantee. It is so much important a project in our state of West Bengal and so much neglected a project in the rest of the country. So far the food subsidies is concerned, actually the problem is the government wants to dismantle everything. If you consider the global under index, we rank 101 out of 116. Over 4 out of 5 households in the country, they saw a fall in income, and 4.5 crores Indians, they fell into extreme poverty in 2020. And as per the Oxfam Inequality Kills report, inequality and poverty lead to death of 21,000 per day. Moreover, so far the World Bank report is concerned, malnutrition is a key issue, and India is even in worse situation so far the other rich countries are concerned. If you consider the report of FAO, that is Food and Agriculture Organization of United Nations, it says India can never reach zero hunger by 2030, the way the declining is going on.
Shame.
Despite this abysmal performance in ensuring the provision of basics, the food subsidy bill has fallen from 28,000 to 286,469 crore to 206,831 crore in 2023. So far the fertilizer subsidy is concerned, in the fiscal year 2021, the government spent 1,28,000 crore. In the union budget of 2021-2022, it was reduced to 79,000 crores. Due to agrarian crisis, this was revised to 1,40,000 crores, and now it has been reduced by 25%, and it has come down to 1,05,000 crores. Sir, this BJP government promised we will double the income of farmers, and our government in our state of West Bengal, our madam promised in 2011 that we will double, and now it has become tripled in our state of West Bengal, sir. Sir, this puts a target income in 2022 is 21,146, but unfortunately it's just a half by now. So far the women and children are concerned. By the way, India and the entire country has witnessed the largest farmers' agitation. They have seen the farmers committing suicide. They have seen the farmers getting run over by the minister's car, and that minister's son is getting bailed out to win a state during the state election. The entire country has witnessed that. So far the women and children are concerned, the budget allocation for Mission Shakti increased by only 2.3%. At a time when crimes against women were as high as nearly 4 lakhs in a single year. Just come to our state of West Bengal. The entire budgetary allocation for Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao is even less than a state project like Konyasri, which was awarded internationally at the Hague city of Netherlands, and our Chief Minister took that award. Sir, so far the education is concerned, as we have seen, there are a lot of controversies in the National Education Policy 2020 which are yet to be clarified. And we have seen the budget allocation made last year for education saw a 6% decrease from the budget allocation made in 2021. This is a huge considering the fact that education is the bedrock of development of future growth. The ministry has also made an additional demand of 4 lakhs. This is shocking considering the impact COVID-induced lockdown had on education, where millions of students suffered and many had to quit studies. But look at Bengal, sir. Our United Nation awarded Kanyasri scheme has brought 67 lakhs girls to 18,000 schools and colleges. And it is absolutely a laudable step taken by our government, sir. Sir, I will conclude by saying, I know I raised many major issues like health, like education, like food subsidy, like agriculture issue, like women and child. But I know this government has no answer. And that's why I do believe that the people at large of this country, they are already making up their mind to give a befitting reply to this government in the coming days in due course of time. Thank you.
Thank you. Sri T.K.S. Alagovan.